The dominoes continue to fall for FTX. Another one comes out and says, guilty. And Ethereum Marketplace, OpenSea, it's on fire. Those articles and more today on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in non-fungible tokens or NFTs and digital assets. So before we jump into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Boom, 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 boom. If I could ever get my finger in the right spot, it might work. All right. So let's jump right into it. Former FTX Engineering Director Nishad Singh pleads guilty to criminal charges. This is coming from Reuters. Now, what does he really plead to? Well, it looks like he was the one that connected the dots between the FTX company and going into Alameda. So he put the bridge between it where they moved the money over. And actually, I think as court documents come out and get leaked, we're going to find out he's the one that pushed the button. And as we're hearing murmurs is that he was being told by Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison to do this. Now, he's not really going to come out and say Caroline Ellison because now he's in bed with Caroline as well as Gary Wang, who already gave themselves up. He's the third one. I think that just continues to get that noose around Sam Bankman-Fried tighter and tighter. And actually, I think that Joe Bankman-Fried, his brother, is going to go down too. I think he has a lot of ties. I know he received money, and I think they funneled campaign funds through him. That's just my personal opinion. But this is just becoming more uglier. I thought this was going to be swept under the rug. It looks like more than what I thought is out in the public. So hopefully we'll have, some neutral prosecutors out there that are not going to kind of sweep this under the rug for one political team versus the other, that they'll actually get things done. All right, before we jump into the next article, do me a favor, hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. If you like the video, let's keep going. Goldman Sachs digital asset team ready to expand with new blockchain platform. Is bear market over? Well, we know this is happening over and over and over. We're seeing at one moment like Goldman Sachs or Jamie Dimon of Chase, they keep coming out and saying, it's this, the world's horrible. Crypto is just part of it. It's just a complete scam. And on the other hand, they continue to grow their digital asset teams out there, to big, they understand this is the future. There's no question. They want to stall the future. That absolutely is it. Why does everyone want to stall it? Because there's too much money making in fees, especially in banking fees, wire fees, transfer fees. They fee you to death. If you look at it today, if you go into your bank and you don't have, their minimums in there, they fee you. Then they turn around, and if you do, a wire from here to even to a local bank in California, you get charged a fee. If you go and you then wire money out of the country, then there's a bigger fee. These fees are in the billions. These intermediate companies such as, Goldman Sachs or Chase, they're all out there. They're making money off Bank of America and Wells Fargo because they have to use, there's only so many banks that move money all over the world. And those are one of them, especially on wire transfers. Those are two of many that do it. They're going to lose out on billions of dollars. And this is why we're seeing the adoption of cross-border payments and banking fee reductions. But they're going to put it off, but they're still going to grow their teams out there because they know that once one bank pushes all in with Ripple and on-demand liquidity, you have to see that domino effect all the way across the US banking system. Next, Jack Dorsey, decentralized Twitter rival, enters App Store. Yes, he got into the App Store with his app Blue Sky. Now it's an invitation only, so I think we're on a trial basis at the moment, but I think he's gotten one step closer to it. I actually think that we're going to see Elon Musk look into this as well, making a decentralized, quote unquote, if I want to call it Twitter, and that's going to be a rival to Jack Dorsey. So we're going to find out how this is all going to work out. It's really Web 2 to Web 3, but then Web 3 is still being evolved as Web 2 is the incumbent right now. So So we're gonna find out how this is. Hopefully we'll have some leaks. There's only gonna be 2,000 people on the invite only list. And it's just gonna be playing on it. I hope again that we have, more neutral people that Jack Dorsey, hires, that they don't have all slanted one way, the woke way, which Elon Musk just blew out. And so with that, you have all opinions from all different kind of people on there. That's what we're looking for, free speech. We're not looking in a decentralized Twitter rival out there having one, because it will not work. It definitely will not work, and the money is not there, especially as Twitter just really got punished prior to Elon Musk actually getting involved. Now, let's jump into the NFTs, non-fungible tokens. I'm going to bring on our producer, Emi. How are you doing, Emi?
I am good. How are you?
Well, looks like OpenSea had a banner month again. You haven't gone back to a banner month in actually, about 6 to 8 months ago. Mm-hmm. And then really the peak was in February of last year when Bored Apes came out with their other side, and they actually gave out free coins too. Mm-hmm. And so that was the biggest months that OpenSea ever had, but we're back up in the Ethereum volume.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to me that we're seeing such a volume, specifically on Ethereum NFT is considered gas fees absolutely ridiculous. So this is kind of odd to me, but I'm curious to see how it's gonna keep moving forward. I think if they were to set themselves apart, it would be by having more benefit for the buyer. Obviously the creators need to get their fees and stuff like that, but if there was some sort of benefit for the buyer, every 5th one you get no fees, I don't know, some sort of something to where as a customer you didn't feel like you were just getting ripped off.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think a few things that are happening here. Number one, of course, OpenSea is absolutely the largest NFT marketplace out there. Mm-hmm. If you go to OG Crypto and NFTs on our Twitter account, we actually support quite a lot of artists there. And we've bought in quite a lot of art. And we've made it known now for the past month that there's no reason to buy art with Ethereum gas fees. It doesn't make sense. I think it's time that people realize that Ethereum is not, Ethereum 2.0 is all hype. It didn't change anything for us on the back end. Zero. I mean, we have high gas fees when the network is clogged up. What did it really do? Well, everyone goes, oh wow, went from proof of work to proof of stake. Well, that doesn't help. What did that really do? That means my driver's license is still my driver's license, and they changed it from pink to red, or whatever. It didn't do anything. And if it didn't do anything, then why is Ethereum being hailed as the pump? I've said a couple of times to definitely people on Twitter when they're especially artists that are starving now because nobody wants to buy Ethereum. I said, hey, you can actually back the gas up on Polygon or with Matic. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing you want to do. The problem is every time you list something on OpenSea with Ethereum, you pay an Ethereum price, and then again when you sell it, you pay. Mm-hmm. So you keep paying for it over and over, and then the buyer then pays for it as well. I know last night when I was on OpenSea, gas fees were about $7, and I'm buying a $12 NFT.
I know you keep saying that you want to buy an NFT, but the gas fees are equal to or more than what you're trying to purchase, and it just doesn't seem like it makes sense. And I feel like this mainly hurts the small creators, the people who are in other countries and this is the only job that they're able to hold right now, or maybe it's their side hustle that's helping them actually feed families, keep a roof over their head, whatever. So I think that's who it's truly hurting. But just to cover really quickly, I think this is a Target and Walmart situation. I know Target isn't necessarily better than Walmart. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I know I'm going to pay more when I go to Target, but for me, Target is the standard, and I don't care that I'm going to pay more because I know my experience is going to be what I expect.
Well, let me ask you this then. You have more NFTs you've purchased on Object Marketplace with Tezos than you do on OpenSea. Tezos has zero gas fees.
Yeah,
or
Tesla-
market or object marketplace has zero.
Object was very interesting. I feel like when we did purchase our Putin's Tears
Right.
NFT from Pussy Riot and Shepherd Fairy, I felt like it was a very easy process.
Right.
Obviously, you had a little bit more of a difficult time trying to do it on your account or whatever, but me, like, just signing, like, to be able to look at it, to be able to sign up, make an account, and then buy it all within like 5-10 minutes, it's like, oh, it's very simple.
It was just, we had a little issue here. I think it was our Wi-Fi more than anything else. It's all said and done. But when but that is a zero. It's almost zero fee, or it's like a fraction of a penny fee. And so I've been seeing more smaller artists jump on to Object Marketplace. There's also, the thing is that, you know, there's a lot of other marketplaces that you can go to as well. The Ethereum network is not
optimal.
It's not optimal.
Yeah,
it's not optimal. Is it being built on? Absolutely. Is the standard? Absolutely. But when it's all said and done, I mean, yesterday obviously we went to Solana, and that's just complete. It just goes down. It's not a trustworthy network. So what else you go to? Well, we talked about Object and Tezos. There's a Zoom wallet and there's a marketplace for NFTs off of XRP, which is it's fraction of pennies. There's a ton of it. Hedera, HBAR has it. You have Algorand. We've done that with the NFTs that are in the World Cup.
Yep.
So we had all these, and it's all fraction of pennies.
Yeah, I think eventually this will all kind of shift to something that makes a lot more sense, so that gas fees aren't just so outrageous.
Yeah.
But let's move on. Okay, so Snoop Dogg joins Roobet as Chief Ganjaroo Officer. That's the job I'm trying to have. How do you get that title? Hit me up, Roobet. So this isn't anything super crazy. It's just Snoop Dogg joining with a Web3 casino gaming online platform. If anything, I think this just shows that adoption's a snowball rolling down the hill that we're never going to catch. A lot of celebrities are pushing these Web3 spaces, and Snoop Dogg likes to do anything that'll make him money. I think that's all we're really learning here.
Yes.
Okay, and next, can you read that for them?
Next Bicasso, which is kind of funny.
Bicasso.
Well, Bicasso.
Yes.
Binance NFT releases AI-powered NFT generator. So it takes a picture of yourself, and we've actually talked about this, and then it puts it in the different formats or different styles.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw, maybe like 2 months ago, everybody was doing the AI portrait of themselves, and it was this app called Lensa, and for $10, you put a bunch of pictures of yourself in there, and it would take your likeness and create all these AI images. So essentially, this is just a better, stronger way to do that in my eyes. I think we're going to keep seeing a lot of this AI powered everything as we move forward, and I think it's going to have a huge effect on the NFT communities, people, marketplaces, everything. So what
I actually like about it is that we're going to demand better things out of NFTs. We're not going to go and take 5 animal pictures and then make 9,995 different versions of those 5.
Yeah. So this is interesting. And moving on, can you read that headline?
Nouns. 3D printing fashion collection turns heads at NFT Paris. So NFT Paris is going on right now. And actually, we're going to be at NFT LA next month. Actually, this month, and it's 2.5 weeks away. I will be. She's going to go to NFT Japan.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to be in Japan, running amok.
But it's pretty cool to see that there's they're trying to take fashion and then put it together with the Nouns, which is a NFT collection, by the way.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, I forget what designer did it, but there was just some sort of fashion show where Bella Hadid, I don't know, one of the Hadid girls, and she was just in she was covering her breasts and she just had underwear on. They literally 3D painted a dress on her, and then she walked, and that was their runway show. I feel like that crawled so this could run.
Okay.
This is very similar in the same vein to me. And I think we're going to continue to see weird, funky, Xenon girl of the 21st century style things in fashion. And we're going to continue seeing it cross over with NFTs and Web3 in a multitude of ways.
Well, fantastic, guys. That was great analysis, by the way. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for joining me today. I know that even though it's March 1st and everyone says today is the first day of spring, it doesn't feel like it anywhere in the world, I'm pretty sure.
It's snowing in Orange County. Like, what?
In Southern California, it's
What?
snowing. So, but you guys stay warm, stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.